Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Roulette Rifle 7 match. We're at the end game now. This is console loser bracket round 7 between IlikeHitman and Agent 420. The winner of this match will go on to the loser bracket final, where he will face Ducker. And I'm joined for this cast by the lovely Gordy. Say hi, Gordy.
Hi, Gordy. How you doing, Fruity? You alright, mate?
You just couldn't resist, could you?
I
Yeah,
couldn't
I'm
resist.
doing great, man. Thank you.
Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, this should be an absolute banger. These lads have played twice before, I believe. I was looking at our rrstats.currymaker.net, and yeah, they played already played once in RR7. That was in round 2.
Yeah.
I like Hitman won that one, and they've played before again in RR4, which was the Hitman 3 only tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Both very experienced players. I mean, just look at the titles, right? They're both finalists. So that already tells the story here. As for just Isle of Scale, they haven't played versus each other yet, by the looks of it.
No, they have played each other on Berlin twice, Sapienza, Chongqing, and Dubai. And the only one that 421 was actually Chongqing. I Like Hitman has beaten them on all the other ones. So 420 out for blood.
Yeah. But you know what they say, right? The results in the past are no guaranteed for the future. And both of these players are just really, really good at RR. So it can go either way. It's going to be about the form of the day, I'd say.
Definitely, definitely. Oh, good stuff. I Like Hitman is now live, so that's
Yep.
one less worry.
And so is 420. They're both live.
When you show an advert for me, getting that money, getting those dollar bills, yeah.
But yeah, I like Hitman. Played Isle of Scale 4 times. Very balanced. 2-2. 2 wins, 2 losses. For 20, played it 3 times. Has 1 loss less. Same amount of lost matches. So yeah, it's pretty even, right? Like just on terms of
That's pretty balanced.
the performances.
It looks like I Like Hitman going for a starfish there, for the looks of things. He is indeed.
Yeah, people are very well aware now where the starfish is. It actually never really was in the tournament before, until like 1 or 2 tournaments ago.
It is a pretty recent addition, a controversial one. I remember some people were very adamant it shouldn't actually be in because it's more of an Easter egg thing. But then, um, I don't know. It's kind of like it's not as if you're specifying the golden shotgun in New York, is it? It's a much easier grab than that.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's not that unique in its nature, I guess. I mean, I think it's fine. It's just like how you're gonna route it in because it's so far away from your normal starting locations.
Yeah, well, you'd have to start. But either way,
Exactly.
the spin is here. Throaty seems you're the man in the chair.
I'll take the
What is
first
it?
one. I'll take the first one. So for the first Washington sister, Zoe, we got the loud explosive weapon as an entertainer, and the other sis, Sophia, will have to be killed by the battle axe as a castle staff.
Two illegal weapons for those disguises as well. And entertainer, always a bugger on this map. One of the darkest maps in the
Yeah,
series,
yeah, that
and you make it even
it's a lot
darker.
of traversal and like having to retrieve the battle axe, but obtaining the disguises isn't that hard, I'd say. It isn't one of the hardest spins you could get on scale, in my opinion.
No, I mean look at that. 420 is straight in. He's already started. He's started up on the keep. Now, what are we expecting to see here? We're not. He's not going to shoot the end of the torch, but we might see
He's
a
going
master
for
of
the
ceremonies.
battle axe straight away. The battle axe is at keep. That's his
Oh,
main
look at that.
reasoning, I am assuming, for starting here.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Turns around those two guards. It's not expertly done there into the master of ceremonies room.
Yeah, gonna work on the Zoe isolation straight away. I mean, that's just an exit kill, right? And with the entertainer, if you go for the free one, you could just go for the harbor. So
Your
that makes sense.
I Like Hitman is now in, and he's started as an architect looking for an early Sophia isolation.
Yeah, he's gonna do a little coin trail here.
He's going to have to get that battle axe across, isn't he? I
Yeah,
doubt
that's
very much
true,
it's
but
going to go
the
to.
castle staff disguise is right up here, right? Like right next to
Yes,
the bar, so we could just transport it with an elite guard outfit or something similar.
sure. I mean, he didn't get Sophia's guard, but I mean, there's a few guards around here he can grab, isn't there? So
Yeah,
either way, 420 has cleared out the Master of Ceremonies room. Is ready for whenever he wants it.
yeah,
Is trespassing in this spot in this disguise, I believe, though.
yeah. This is the worst guard disguise ever.
Yeah,
Like he's not allowed anywhere except for a few specific spots. But then again, the whole chopper area. I mean, all the RR players have navigated this tons of times, right? The disguise
sure.
doesn't really. Ooh, yep.
Oh, that's an instant rip.
Yeah,
That was
that's
instant as well. There was no whoosh or nothing.
yeah, that's actually very specific. That one troll guard of
Yeah,
those patrolling too. If they spot you, it's hunted straight away.
I like Hitman. Meanwhile, grabbing his castle staff disguise using the fuse box just outside the bar. Should be absolutely safe to leave that geezer there.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting that he isolated him straight away already instead of looking
He's on
for.
a string, isn't he? Really, you can just tug him whenever you want.
Yeah, it's just like that the generator lure for him. You could do that at any time, and he's stationary at the bar.
What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain?
But yeah, early restart there for 420. He's again gonna stick to his threat though. It's makes sense.
Well, will he be going for an elite guard this rather than this dude in here? Will he be trying to find someone else maybe?
I mean, if he does the Zoe lure here already, sets her up, she comes with an elite guard.
She does
So
indeed, yeah.
that would make the most sense.
Plus, you've got one set up. Then you can even set up the kill with the. You can even set up the kill because it's a remote one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm expecting to see here. Like, once players have the Zoe isolation and down and then knocked, they'll just leave the weapon, then go to the free entertainer that's miles away, and from there the harbor isn't that far, right? And then just a kill on exit. That's what I would expect.
Hitman. Yep, I like Hitman. Restarting? He did restart. I didn't
Yep.
see him rip. I didn't think he had rip, but Master of Ceremony saw the guard's body. I
Yep.
was just about to say as well. He was doing a different style of clear up because he was using a calmer to do it. Well, a taunton, but
Yeah, exactly.
but didn't actually use only use the one dart just instead of the two.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I gotta say, like both threats are very different, obviously, but they both have merits to them. It's we'll have to wait and see how they connect the rest of the spin to see what's actually more efficient and faster here. And that's another restart for IlikeHitman. Couldn't get Sophia behind the curtain there.
420 bang on time. Look for the radio lure for Sophia.
Yep.
He might even try and time it differently so her guard comes in instead of just her. I don't know if he will. It's one of those that's actually harder to get her guard in.
It feels really random to me to get her in there, her guard in there.
Her
No
guard
matter the
just buggered
timing.
off though.
Yeah.
Guard, he turned around before the radio was turned on, so and normally he just carries on walking down the stairs, but he's taking a totally different route, so that's very strange.
All right, Agent 420 got Sophia isolated and left behind the couch there. IlikeHitman is switching it up a little. I saw him seeker Sophia this time, so no coin lures anymore behind the curtain.
Getting himself a raider costume. Sorry, disguise costume. There it is. Strike that one off on your bingo card.
Yeah, that is an interesting choice. So
Makes sense.
imagine,
Well, I mean, it can go anywhere.
yeah, true. I mean, the Raider is actually a decent outfit, you know. You're actually allowed at a lot of spots.
And it looks cool. Let's because 47 does like playing dress up. If he can look cool while doing it, well, worried me then. Body found, but of course it was the calmer dude.
Yeah, no worries there.
The cameras as well. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, 420 is just gonna work on Sophia now. He's gonna transport the battle axe up there. He can't climb with the axe though, so he has to use the stairs.
Hence the changing of the raider disguise.
Yep.
IlikeHitman grabbing himself an elite guard here.
Yeah, Sophia's guard. Gonna be a nice and simple KO, box the body.
You can get that door shut. Door's being a troll. Gets the knockout, still got a green gun, so happy there. 420 just needs a castle staff. So he's on his way to the bar as well, I should have thought.
Yeah, IlikeHitman gets spotted by Sophia, but doesn't matter, it's the target. She gets a punch to the face and she's out. Now what I do like more about 420's strat here is it's less back and forth. With him starting at the keep and got the battle axe straight away. Like it feels like IlikeHitman has to cover more distance in total with his threat.
Yeah, he's got to go there and back, whereas 420 started there.
Yeah, I mean that isn't always the only factor, of course, but in general, Isle of Scale is not that timing dependent with like target cycles and the sky cycles and stuff. So you can pretty much trigger everything when you when we see a rip there from 420.
I just thought I saw that guard was stood up in his undercrackers, and I thought, is he just about to go off and get changed? And yes, that was unfortunate timing for 420 there.
Especially because he was climbing there as well with the axe in his hand.
No, the axe was already in there.
Or just climbing, which is an illegal action there.
Yeah, it's hostile area, isn't it? Any sort of parkour.
Because he was not trespassing there as castle staff. So, all right, both players off to a shaky start here, Gordy. We've seen a few rips, a few restarts from both sides, and
about 8.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Sorry, 9.5, 8.5, 8.5. Let's say that. So,
small lead here for IlikeHitman, who's working on the Master of Ceremony lure now. Got the disguise, went in there. Will trigger Zoe to come in that room with her guard. So that's just going to be a setup, right?
Almost forgot the box that's custodian.
I mean, you don't have to if you calm with him, obviously.
True. 420. Clearing out the room. Seems to have had a lot of practice with that particular one.
Yeah, so both players are doing the same thing right now, the same area. Only difference is that IlikeHitman already has the Sophia isolation down and is, of course, almost 4 minutes in game time. So small lead there.
And Chat is out. Chat is out again, extending their winning streak to 4,392 to 0. You've got to hand it the Chat, really, haven't you? They really do know what they're doing.
Anyway, IlikeHitman with the Zoe isolation. He's gonna leave a ducky here. I would drop that other body there.
You love to see a ducky.
Yeah.
A remote trigger. Must be a kill switch.
420 again, still in this awful guard disguise, but.
Yeah, but like you said, it's an easy area to traverse, right? It doesn't really matter. As long as those two patrolling guards are not in the vicinity, it's just it's easy to get around.
He brought a briefcase with him. I don't know if he thought or forgot the axe won't go in a briefcase. Either way.
I'm not sure either. IlikeHitman, meanwhile, found the battle axe as an elite guard, so he's gonna run all the way up. And then we'll see the Sophia kill in about a minute, I'd say, and then he's gonna make his way down to the entertainer. And yeah, like I said, I'm expecting an exit, a detonate on exit. Let's hope he uses the correct switch there, though.
Oh yeah, you don't want the kill switch going off instead.
Exactly.
I'm just a little bit concerned about Sophia's guard's behaviour. That's twice now. He has just stopped and walked the other way before.
Yeah.
The radio's turned. It just says that something's a bit different about this loading. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes the game gets its ass in its hand. Yeah,
but still, it doesn't matter. A guard will just bugger off. He will not randomly go in that room and find her. Like you got 3 scenarios there, right? Either he buggers off like he just did, or he just continues walking down the stairs, or the third one he comes in with her.
Yeah, I thought 420 might have distracted those two. Having a chat there, just so they saw the knocked out raider.
Yeah.
Obviously last time he he ripped climbing back in there because of the time.
And there we have IlikeHitman with the kill. Battle Axe as Castle Staff for Sophia.
Nicely done. 6 minutes in, there's damn it. Now, just needs that entertainer disguise because he's already got Zoe set up.
Yeah, this looks like a solid lead for IlikeHitman here. Also, not many opportunities anymore to rip, right? Like getting to the free disguise, like maybe a camera or a random enforcer along your way. But other than that, it's pretty safe. And from there to the harbor, I don't think you have any enforcers as the entertainer.
He's within easy reach of a security console as well if he needs to wipe the camera, which I think he should be okay.
And yeah, their lead guard is just so strong. Can go everywhere. Meanwhile, 420 is approaching his kill on Sophia as well.
Made sure to go out that door this time so it was open for him so he didn't have to climb, do anything illegal.
Exactly.
He's noticed he's left the kill switch on the floor. We saw it blinking by the radio there.
And now though, with some like fast efficient routing, 420 could get close to IlikeHitman because IlikeHitman is definitely taking like the long way around.
Big risk here, blowing open that door with a fire extinguisher rather than.
Yep, and this is scary now.
Yeah.
Enforcer coming, no window.
Oh no.
Yep.
Can he? Oh, there's two guards there. Can he get past this one? This is dodgy.
Yeah, no, I don't. He doesn't have any calmer shots anymore. This is gonna be a rip.
Very dicey.
Or if he waits.
And
no, he's not. Nice. He waited. He waited. Very nice there.
Wow. Very nicely played by IlikeHitman there, but.
So nice how he kept his calm there, because if he ran out there straight away with I'm pretty sure he would have got shot there.
I think there's some sort of 6-second timer, isn't there, that can ruin you. But yeah, well done. He's at the harbour now, just about to get to the boat. We can't see bugger all, but we know there's a boat there somewhere. Pop goes the weasel, and he's out. That looked green gun to me.
Very solid. A few hiccups, but other than that, great routing. And yeah, 8:19 in-game time. It's just very well done. 420, not that close behind though. Or not that far behind, I meant.
Yeah, but I think it might just be a little bit too late for him here.
Yeah, I can see him finishing within 47 seconds. He still need to get the entertainer and then all the way to the harbor.
Sure, and even if he had the entertainer here, he wouldn't be able to take that helicopter as an exit with a loud explosive kill. Because that panics the constant and shuts that exit off. So yep, the first 2 points go to IlikeHitman there. Very nicely done.
Very well played.
420 was on his way until that bit of unfortunate routing by having to climb up into that room. Of course, hostile area with somebody tranked being having woken up and going off to get his clothing. I
mean, it kept going back and forth. It was very even. Only at the end, 420 had one crucial rip more than IlikeHitman, which explained the like 3-minute cushion that IlikeHitman had in his end run, and he just didn't give it away anymore at that point.
He was good to go at that point.
All right, predictions are paid out. I'll set up a new one. And we got Miami now. I always love to see some Miami in roulette.
Miami's a very good map, and look at it again. Both of these guys been here a bunch of times, and pretty much 50-50. 4 wins, 5 losses, no ties for IlikeHitman. 420, 4 wins, 4 losses, no ties there.
Yeah, I mean, between these two players, I mean, both are our finalists, right? I'm expecting to see similar stats on most of the maps, really. That both just really, really good.
Yeah, I can't see there being too much variation. 420 does like to get wacky on occasions, though. He does like to try some... he likes to try and rush the stage, doesn't he? Which, awesome to watch. Doesn't always win.
He is more willing to take risks than IlikeHitman. Then again, that being said, we just saw his IlikeHitman's play with the fire extinguisher and how he quickly improvised that and saved the situation there. So IlikeHitman is not shy of taking risks either, as we could see.
Well, he got to that room and he realised he didn't have a key or a crowbar. I was like, oh well, looks like we're going in the old-fashioned way. And fair play, he made it work for him. So very.
Yeah, and he shot it with a loud pistol as well.
That was the other thing. Yes, it was a loud pistol. It was a Bartoli, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't just a. So yeah, double the trouble. And the escape as well, cornering that one guard, waiting the full 6 seconds and managing to get through. Very nicely done. So a deserved win there for IlikeHitman on Scout.
Yeah.
Which was his pick. We can see from the overlay there. IlikeHitman picked Scout, 420 picked Miami, and on the banned side of things, IlikeHitman banned Santa Fortuna, and 420 has banned Mumbai. So we will not be seeing either of those two maps in this map.
I mean, if you look at it, so all the picked and all the banned maps are Hitman 2 or Season 2 maps. So for the RNG maps, the chance becomes higher to see Season 1 or Season 3 maps for that, right?
Season 1, hopefully. I do prefer those maps, I do like them. I want to see a Hokkaido, I like a Hokkaido, I like a Paris.
I mean, for Hitman 3, I love China and Berlin. The other three, not so much.
Well, I mean, Dartmoor, is that still available in the map pool? I know it's not available in a decider.
It is.
But it's still available in the map pool. So if we go to any sort of deciders, no Dartmoor.
And no New York.
What's the other? No New York.
Yeah.
Basically decided too much of a coin flip.
Yeah. But yeah, IlikeHitman taking the lead here. Let's see if Agent 420 can equalize on his own map choice, Miami.
We were talking last night. He was saying which maps. I said just pick any of them. Oh yeah. So.
I mean, 420 is comfortable in Miami, right? He's played it lots of times.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the spin is here, Gordy.
Okay,
so go ahead, mate.
Okay, we have Sierra Knox with an SMG as the race marshal, and we have Robert Knox with a pistol as the crashed Kronstadt driver. Wouldn't be surprised to see a race marshal start. It's a very quick way to get Sierra out of the car. And you can take an SMG with you, of course.
Yeah, this is
you're on the
very basic spin, right? For
and
Miami.
of course, you got the crashed Kronstadt driver right next to that garage too, in the medic hut.
Yeah.
You can grab a pistol on your way as one of your stash points, or just use Bobo's guard's pistol.
Exactly.
So
I gotta say, Gordy, like usually on Miami, right? Like whichever target you choose to do first, it's usually viable, right? To approach it both ways. But looking at these disguises and kill conditions, it only makes sense to start with Sierra first, right? You're never gonna start with Robert first with these conditions when you have the Kronstadt driver all the way at the other side.
No, I mean, well, you can tell straight away. I mean, both of them have started as the race marshal.
Yeah.
The spin kind of writes itself.
Exactly. That's a bit of a bummer because for a lot of spins, like both are viable. You know, like it doesn't matter for who you go first. But now with this, it's obviously Sierra first.
There's the difference straight away. 420 has already stopped the race. Look.
Yeah, and IlikeHitman is gonna go for the sugar strat, most likely.
And there was a slight difference in approach, with 420 going aggressive by shooting the other race marshals in the leg so he could get past quicker and get that first lap. The first available opportunity to stop the race.
Yeah, 420 is more prone to go for those relative smaller time saves, like those time saves that save you 10 or 20 seconds. We see him, he's willing to risk that. Willing to risk a rip to gain those 20 seconds. Whereas in that regard, IlikeHitman is a bit more traditional. But
replan.
You forgot about something.
Why?
He didn't have an SMG or a pistol. One of the two.
He didn't have the SMG.
Yeah.
So he needed to stash the SMG somewhere, which will be, I should imagine, in the Kronstadt. What do they call it? research area or something.
Yeah.
You know where I mean though. But so yeah, I like Hitman. Then 1 minute 45 is putting the sugar in.
Coming in. Everyone on your stations now.
Pistol in hand, SMG and smuggle.
Now with
That's a little
Miami,
bit,
which
right.
is Miami is usually like for most spins 6, 7, 8 minutes, right? Somewhat in that vicinity. So that does mean you can't afford too many restarts.
No.
Especially
I
with a
would-
spin like this, like it's not very rip heavy, right? Not prone to
ri-
rips.
Well, we insta rip there from 420. Forgot the distraction shot on the two race marshals there. I like going for a snail here. He's got to be a little bit careful that doesn't knock Sierra out with the snail, but she seems to have got away.
You seem to have practiced the timing very well here. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Race is over. Sierra will be coming
Her,
off the track any
well,
time now.
it's her isolated at least. She is screaming a bit. SMG to the
Yeah.
Target down.
And also because the
boot.
race marshal is not trespassing in the garage, of course, so he had to come up with another way than the standard peekaboo.
Yeah, he seemed to know that anyway. I mean, he took the snail with him straight away, so that was obviously what he was going to go for, rather
Yeah.
than the peekaboo. And we can see that 420 had got changed into the medic disguise, so he was looking at the peekaboo.
Yeah,
But I like Hitman, a massive lead now.
yeah,
has
he's
the-
flying.
Yeah, has the crashed Kronstadt racing driver disguise. Just got to afford these all these enforcers that are around the place in Miami.
Yeah, I mean,
Just so we learn the crowd mechanics.
he just has to rush towards the laptop now, and then it's pretty standard from this point on, right?
I would say so. Big whoosh there. I think that was I Like Hitman.
Yeah. So yeah, 420 didn't bring the snail, and instead he does resort to the peekaboo, so he had to go for the medic disguise to get a trespassing outfit, because else it doesn't work.
Yep. Sierra is on the hook on her way in. Gonna knock her out. She's got to go back and get changed and do the old heel toe. But I Like Hitman on his way to, like you say, the satellite laptop. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for him now.
Yeah, I feel like those two early rips from 420, just that costed him the match already. I don't see him catching up unless I Like Hitman rips here.
Should be okay, I Like Hitman. Like we say, it's pretty standard. We'll see. Doesn't have to worry about cameras either. He hasn't been caught on any cameras, so he doesn't have to take that out. 420 getting in the box there, you can tell he's starting to get a little bit annoyed.
Yeah. I mean, we
Okay.
do really need different prompt inputs for different actions. Then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, there's only a certain number of buttons on a controller though. We're kind of hampered by that, no doubt.
Yeah, that's true. Still, for keyboard players then. But yeah, I Like Hitman is closing on the final kill. He's gonna KO this guard. Gonna
Yeah,
shoot
Bob
Bobby
starts
through the head.
scrolling.
Gets the
Pistol.
pistol.
And it's a silenced one as well. Bob's dead.
Both targets
Probably going to
down.
change into the bodyguard disguise here just to make the exfiltration that much
Yeah.
Speak again.
safer.
He could still rip if he's being careless here.
Should be okay. This guard's not outside, so we should be able to bust open the gate here.
Yeah, does have a crowbar.
Ooh,
Ooh, that was close though.
Guard walking, but he's okay. Now, I Like Hitman is out.
Flawless. No
Yeah, very
mistakes,
nicely
no
done.
restarts. That's just like 5:36 in-game time. Yeah. Yeah,
I
this-
would
Yeah, go ahead.
420 had the quicker strap, but again, those two rips early on, there was no coming back from because I Like Hitman wasn't being slow either, and just made it flawlessly.
Yeah, I mean, like especially with a spin like this, right, Gordy? That is like we talked about, like so straightforward, like so planned out for you already. Like you just can't afford to restart, even if it's just like 2 10-second restarts. It's just you'll never catch up again.
No, there weren't many time savings to be had there, and with the rip, that was the time saving gone. But then I think the replan was because he had the SMG in a smuggle point and the pistol in hand.
Yeah, he had them switched up.
So he could have saved it. He could have just gone and got the SMG, but decided to restart. I think that was the undoing of it there. It could have still been close with that, because he had
Absolutely.
already stopped the race. Could have also still got the peekaboo.
Absolutely.
Did have camera trouble, but either way, we're off to Marrakesh, which is the first RNG map.
Yeah, and it is season 1, as you wished.
I did ask for it, didn't I?
You
I did
did.
ask for a season 1 map, and the RNG gods have seen fit to bless me.
I think
Well,
both players are
thanks.
happy with season 1 as well. They're comfortable there.
Yeah, I mean, what, 5-6 years now?
Something like that.
Welcome to
Something like that. 6 years even, yes.
Yeah.
Situation.
But yeah, we got 420 on the back rope here. The pressure is on him. He needs to win this map, or it's over already.
And Zaydan won't hesitate.
If we look at the lifetime performance, we got IlikeHitman again, a little more experience. Played it 7 times, won it 4, lost 3. Agent 420 played it 3 times, won 2 and 1 draw.
That's surprising. I would have thought he'd have played Marrakesh an awful lot more. I mean, he's been around roulette rivals since the start, hasn't he? Pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. Then again, Marrakesh isn't typically a map that most players pick, you know. It's a map that like no one really minds, but no one really loves either in terms of RR, you know. So that
Well,
might
there's always-
explain it.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that would turn me off about Marrakesh, I would say, for a roulette map, are disguises like, I don't know, the fortune teller being an absolute pain in the ass, the intern being another one that's out in the wind. Who
Yeah.
else? I don't know, cameraman. He can be a bugger. You kind of got to have a seeker for those ones, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Or a
depends
metic
on the
device or-
timing when you're getting them, of course.
Yeah. But apart from that, no, I wouldn't mind seeing a prisoner Klaus kill. I don't know if that's allowed, but
No.
probably. In fact, I think it is. I'm sure I had a prisoner Klaus kill earlier in the tournament. And didn't
I don't.
get it done.
I think it's a decent map for roulette though, Marrakesh. It can
do as well,
you can see wildly different strats needed depending on the kills. Like if you got the fire, for example, or whatever.
Well, I mean, you can either go to the consulate to get Klaus, or you can go to the school to get Razor. You can also bring Klaus to the school. You can bring them both down to the tunnel. You can bring them both down to the tunnel at the same time if you want.
Yeah, you got variable
you know,
strats.
so-
You can
yeah.
put Klaus on a lockdown and he will make it to the school by himself.
Or-
So it is really cool in that regard.
Oh, there's plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunity. I know 420 was would love to get a Razor Fire because he's got a nice setup for a remote fire kill on Razor that involves a block of C4 under the under one of the cupboards, the cabinets in that room, which is always nice to see. Whenever you can bring a lump of C4 into a map, that always makes things nice and interesting, I feel.
For sure. But yeah, again, Gordy, the pressure is on 420 here. He needs a win on this map.
And of course, whoever does win will be playing again later on today.
Yep. Ducker will be waiting.
The only duck that's got teeth, I would say. Absolute machine, but Buff Guy yesterday, they had an epic battle. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I believe Meme Junkie cast it. It was a cracking match.
Yeah, it was amazing. We're 5 seconds away, Gordy. Do you mind if I take this one?
You take this one, Froggy.
Right, so Reza Zidane, we got a sniper rifle as the cameraman, and Klaus Hugo Stremberg, consumed poison as the intern.
There it is.
Now this is an interesting spin.
Yeah, not surprising to see 420 starting in the cafe, or, well, I like Hitman as well. Get a nice early grab on the cameraman. Klaus, well, Steve the intern. I'm pretty sure 420 is very aware of his cycle, whereabouts he routes. I know Nort has made extended notes about where Steve travels, where he goes.
Yeah. I mean, this is interesting timing-wise, though, and disguise-wise as well. Because, like, cameraman can be really easy to get. He can also be super annoying if you're run out of medics, for example. And the intern, you have to be aware of his pet. And, like, the timing with when Klaus drinks and everything, it's a lot to be aware of, to take into account when routing this. So this is, I'm happy with this spin. This looks interesting.
Yeah, it should throw up some challenges. I was thinking, I like gonna take the seeker shot from the bathroom here.
No, he's gonna go for a pistol distraction. That's Johnny's threat. The
Okay.
cameraman will be the one who hears this, and he will come. He didn't. Yeah, there he goes.
Nicely done. I hadn't seen this one before, and see 420's looking at the same sort of thing as he, or is he going for a throne?
Yeah, but
He is.
a throne won't work. Oh, and IlikeHitman gets a rip. Oh, they both get a rip.
Oh, and 420 gets a rip as well. That
Yeah,
looked like a bit of a
equally a
wolf.
rip. No, like with a throne, like also one of those soldiers will hear it and he will enforce it. But with a pistol shot, you only get the cameraman who hears it and comes into it. It's found by Johnny during the first World Championship already, so quite a while ago.
IlikeHitman is he's got red guns. He's got an unconscious witness. What's he having a look for? Is he having a look for Steve? Okay,
Yeah.
he's found Steve. So a bit of reconnaissance there, making use of his red guns.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah, indeed. If you're not entirely sure, there's no point, having 2 or 3 rips, say, and then not being able to find him.
Exactly.
Just look. Yeah, 420 has remembered the bullet distraction this time.
Yeah. And there we go. Easy early isolation of the cameraman. Bit of an awkward spot there for him for 20.
I was just thinking as well, was it going to be very loadout heavy with emetics and things? And is there poison on the map? And it turns out there are two poison pill jars.
Yeah, one is in the tunnel that I know of.
It is, and the other one, level 2, that is up in the school, in the director's office.
Oh, makes sense. Alright, so pretty mirrored gameplay here. Both starting at the cafe, both isolating cameramen at roughly the same time.
Indeed. 420 nearly walks into a booth there rather than out the door. IlikeHitman has no such trouble, goes straight out the door, through the beads. So on they go. Now, we know that IlikeHitman knows exactly where Steve is, because we saw him find him just now.
Exactly.
420 though might be thinking, sod that, I'm gonna.
And a rip from IlikeHitman.
Yeah, pulled out the emetic device there.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, in a crowd of people. 420's using it as a knockout tool. Ooh, gets the throw. It's that horrible moment where it locks on and then goes off. But yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
but he
no,
did detonate it. I don't think that's what he wanted.
no. That is not what he wanted.
He does decide to continue though, so he has to come up
Yeah.
with something else for the intern now.
That's oh wow. I'm not entirely. I'm just thinking, what's he gonna do for Steve?
I mean, it depends. If he has calmers, you have a few opportunities, like while he's on the road. If you don't, then you can still like chain lure him into the bathroom once he is in the consulate at like 6.5 minutes.
Got another rip from IlikeHitman.
Yeah, both players a little bit on the struggle bus. It is an intimidating spin at the moment, though.
Of course, the sniper rifle isn't stipulated to be loud or silenced. You can bring either.
Yeah.
Of course, it does make sense to bring the silenced one. No point bringing the loud one if you don't need to.
But yeah, by opting to go for Razor first, as 420 is doing, then you're going second cycle Klaus, pretty much, for the consumed poison.
Sure.
Which there's nothing wrong with, it's just interesting.
Yeah, of course, poison for Klaus is just A glass of wine, I believe, in his office, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, correct, Gordy.
I got told off for saying bottle of water last. Glass of wine.
I mean, wine, water. Who keeps
Doesn't
track
make
of
any
that, right?
difference to the Lord. He can turn either into either.
But look, we
420, I'm
do.
gonna do the wait now for the tannoy lore.
Yeah, we do see a difference here because IlikeHitman is dead set on already securing the intern disguise as well, and I am liking this more because he could potentially still make Klaus first cycle because he's not trespassing as the intern.
He's gonna have a struggle dropping this. Can he drop the mine? He drops the mine, gets away with it, gets away with the detonation.
Nope.
Oh, and he's ripped again.
Yeah.
Soldier saw him detonate. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna struggle to get that emetic device off unless he is, well, of course, a soldier, copper, or has it in a briefcase. But 420 has the first kill.
Yeah.
Changed into a soldier.
Also dropped the sniper, can't carry that, and doesn't really need it anymore.
Yeah, sniper's done now. You can always pick up a key card if he needs one.
Yeah. So 410 in for 420, so that means that Steve the intern should be close to the headmasters outside. He should be arriving where he is pretty soon. Now I wonder how 420 is going to tackle this without the medic.
Well, he's picking up some throwables, as you can see.
Yeah, look, there he is.
There's Steve, yeah. Okay. Where is he going to get it? There's a box there.
I feel like it's gonna be very annoying to get just him. He does just get him. He does get him. Nice chain lure. Nice.
Now, did he get spotted throwing that? I think he might have done.
Yep.
Gets him on that one. It's a tricksy spot. There's a lot of traffic.
Yep.
And is that waiter going to wreck him?
No, waiter is woke up. He's gonna deliver some food to the dead razor. He doesn't know.
There we go. Intern is boxed. 420 having a good old check round before getting changed. Gets away with that.
Well done there by 420.
Yep, and he can go off to the consulate and he, of course, can just walk in that office. He won't be trespassing in there.
True, but we're looking at 8 minutes or something before Klaus dies with this.
So, yeah, it's looking alright. You can walk straight in that front door, no frisk points. Meanwhile, he's got a similar idea for getting Steve. He's made him sick this time, so that's
third try is the charm. But yeah, solid lead for 20 here. He just needs to poison the wine and wait basically till like 8-9 minutes, something like that.
There is a camera upstairs. There's only 3 cameras on the entire map. They're all in the consulate. One in the car park.
Yeah,
one
but
right by the front door, and one upstairs up near. And we can see 420 is taking care of the camera, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, smart play.
Nice discreet shot there. Yeah, you don't want to be worrying about it on the way. Well, when you're up there, do you?
Nah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, Agent 420 has a good solid 3 minutes, I'd say, to set up this this consume poison kill, and then we'll just see him wait at the exit for a while.
Yeah, I like finally getting Steve. He took forever to walk to the bathroom. Agent Mando making a very good point in chat there. The 420's grab of Steve the intern worked out way quicker than had he done the emetic bomb. So yeah, maybe setting it off on top of the headmaster was a blessing in disguise there.
Yeah. So 420 dropped his pistol there, so I'm assuming he wants to get frisked here.
Yeah.
That's something we don't see very often in Marrakesh RR, a frisk being done here.
It's not something you see done often at all in any of RR, is it really? But makes absolute sense. It's like, right, I'm not going to rip going into this office. I can get away with poisoning this.
I mean, that's the only disguise that's allowed in there and that needs to get frisked, you know?
Sure.
So
But there it is. He just needs to get to an exit and wait.
Yep.
Of course, doesn't have a card to get out those doors. You need a card to get in and out of there.
Yeah. I mean, it isn't even worth like going for a key or whatever. He doesn't really need anything more, and he's still got minutes before Klaus dies, so he can just pick any exit he wants and just wait.
No point getting the car keys, I wouldn't have thought. Just go straight towards either the cafe or by the bazaar, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, like I said, the pick your poison, man.
This is interesting from ILike. He's gonna tailgate Klaus, so he can get in there. He's gonna need to cause a distraction though for the poison. So this could actually be quite close. You look at the in-game time for ILike, but he still doesn't have the razor kill.
Exactly.
Sorry, I was getting way ahead of myself there.
If he had razor down already, then sure, then we would well. I mean, 420 would still be so ahead though.
Yeah.
Did you have trouble getting into the building?
He's going to need to distract Klaus away so he can poison the wine. 420's just teabagging at the exit. Annoying the lady in the yellow dress.
Yeah, Klaus should die within the next minute or so for 420.
Much quicker for ILike, but again, like we say, doesn't have the razor kill yet. Does have the cameraman. Don't know where he stashed his rifle.
By the looks of his minimap, he stashed it at the garage of the consulate. I can see like the green marker on his minimap there for IlikeHitman.
Yep, I can spot it now as well. Just pretty much right below his feet.
Yeah.
Of course, trespassing as the intern, but not too difficult to get to. Probably easier to get to if you go out the front door.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't have to deal with any guards or anything then.
I mean, we're kind of seeing like a mirrored story from last map here. As in, like, IlikeHitman just had a few too many rips at the start. And now, like, the lead for 420 is just simply too big to catch up on. It's just not happening. Same like on Miami, you know? Like, once 420 got past that initial restart, he was flying as well, but it was just too much of a lead already. And I feel like we're seeing the same here on Marrakesh now.
There we go, like we said, IlikeHitman going out the front door to avoid all the guards and go and pick up his rifle. It's a horrible wait, isn't it? When you got to wait by an exit for a poison kill.
And you don't know how far along the other one is.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
You can see the frustration on 420's screen there.
There we go.
And there he goes. 420 pulls it back then by the looks of things. I don't think IlikeHitman's going to get done in the next 47 seconds.
No way. Impossible.
No chance. It's not going to happen.
So yeah, GG. 420 crawling back. Makes it 4-2. And we have a match again. I mean, IlikeHitman is still on match point, and 420 still has the pressure of having to win this next one as well. But nice comeback already.
Yep. 10 minutes and 13 seconds, I believe, is in-game time was. But, yep. So, we are off to Paris.
Oh, lovely.
Get in. This is your favourite map, I believe, isn't it, Fro?
It is.
I'm not surprised. It is a cracker. I like Paris. I think it's a good...
Not necessarily for pure roulette, but overall, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was our first hint at what was to come for the series, really, after training missions, wasn't it? And you walk in, you think, oh my god, how am I going to learn all of this? It's still showing up little things.
It was very overwhelming, but it's just... you can clearly tell that it's the map that they spend the most time on. Like, the level design is just impeccable, you know?
They had to get it right. And I thoroughly believe that they did with Paris. I think it's a really good one. Wouldn't be surprised though to see some fireworks strats. We tend to see a lot of those. I mean, it does make for an easy Dahlia or Victor ISO.
Yeah, I mean it is a key component to a lot of the strats. Not all of them.
Oh, 420 is going to be mad as hell. Look at his lifetime performance. He's now going to ruin that perfect stat.
That's
4
actually
wins.
blasphemy.
Isn't it? He's not going to be happy about that.
But again, Gordy, as we mentioned in the previous map, look how similar it is. Like, IlikeHitman played it 7, 3-0-4, 420 played it 6 times, 4-2. It's roughly the same in terms of experience between these two.
Yeah, they've been here several times, but obviously the win rate there for 420, 4 out of 6, so 2/3, 66-ish%.
Yeah.
3 out of 4, so 3 out of 7 win rate there. So just under half.
Yeah. I gotta say, I personally put more value on just like the amount of matches players played, so just like the pure experience in a tournament setting, than the actual performance scoring of players, because that doesn't always tell the whole story, you know? Like, who did you play against? What was the form of the day? And everything, you know? It's just like pure brute numbers, and you can't really put any context out of them. Like, to some degree, but not everything, you know? So I put more value on like how many times have they played, and like then it's like 7 against 6, so you can say like it's somewhat balanced, you know? It's both have quite some experience here.
Sure. I mean, I can give you a prime example. Again, 420 and I were talking last night, and he says, "Have you got a 100% win rate on any map?" I said 2 actually. Whittleton Creek and Dartmoor, so that means nothing. Having only been there twice for Whittleton and once for Dartmoor, so there you go. It doesn't mean a damn thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Paris though. Oh, I'm excited to see a Paris. What do you want to see in the spin then, Froggy? What sort of tactics do you want to see employed? Fast ones, no doubt, but
I'd like to see something time-consuming for a change. So like a lot of weapons or outfits and kills that are like out of the way, and I'd like to see both of these players like try to route that in the most efficient manner.
yeah. You and Punky were
Asked me to fetch it for him.
cast in the match the last week or so, and Punky expressed the same sort of desire. It's like, you know, he doesn't want to see world record breaking spins. He wants to see spins that test, that really sort of challenge rather than just pure speed.
Yeah, and like
yeah,
like
I
timing
see
stuff,
what-
like have like a headshot with a vampire magician or some combo like that, you know, like really like miles apart. And like, how are you gonna tie everything together and still make it into like one solid coherent run? You know, that's always interesting to see.
Well, we already know that if it is a hatchet kill, unless you actually make that hatchet fly, then it doesn't count. You have to start again. It's just the rules. I don't make the rules. That's just what they are.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen. I'm just thinking. I haven't seen a hatchet. I don't think I've seen a hatchet kill in Paris this tourney. Haven't seen a saber. Saber's another good one as well.
A saber we have seen.
Oh, okay. I think my favourite. Oh, well, saying that, spins here. Sorry. We've got Viktor Novikov drowning as security guard. Dalia Margolis, silence pistol in the suit. Auction start, would you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Auction start. Stash a seeker, I should have thought, and then
I mean,
off you pop.
you could argue for Attic start here as well, though. But like the most obvious approach would be auction, a Matic Dahlia, shooter in the toilet, and then I don't know, like make your way through the attic. From there, grab the guard disguise, Seeker Victor, who still will be on the second floor, and drowning in the Sheik's bathroom. That's like the most obvious that comes to mind, but you could make attic work here as well.
Yeah, I mean, attic. You can grab a security guard on the balcony there, just as you come down that little ladder. There's a handy hammer right by you. Now,
Yeah.
I like going for a seeker shot outside on the balcony. Now, 420 is just going to drop an emetic device there.
And that's way quicker and safer. What
Look
420
at
is
that,
doing.
and straight away, IlikeHitman rips on that seeker shot. So, yeah, 420 stealing a march already. I mean, I know we're only a minute into the spin, say a minute and a half.
Yeah, and I mean,
But with these loading times,
I mean, that's first kill done. And if 420 like goes through the attic and then like goes down via the attic start, he will catch Victor for a seeker shot and drowning at Sheik's room.
Sure.
If he takes another way down, however, then and he gets found trespassing.
I don't know why he went that way.
I don't know either. I like Hitman rips as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he goes down another way, then you will trigger Victor Novikov. He will be on a phone call that Dahlia is dead, but still, you won't catch him with a seeker then.
He had 420 did actually make a mistake. He had his stash point in the first floor apartment rather than in the in that toilet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a fortunate rip possibly. In the he gets to do it properly now. Did I get the seeker shot? I think he did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. I can just hear her say she needs to go to the bathroom.
But it is slower and riskier than what 420 is doing.
Much riskier. Yeah, it's funny how that that dropping of the emetic tool there doesn't actually doesn't trigger any panic at all in that one instance. Elsewhere you'd rip on that, but for some reason nobody gives a shit at the Argo auction.
Yeah, it's also because there's no VIP guards around. So if there's VIP guards around, it's like the moment you pull it out, it's just insta lockdown.
It's a rip. Okay, 420. It looks like he's going to be going for a guard disguise here. I like doing the same sort of thing.
Well done, 47.
It's not really needed though. I'm just interested if they actually make their way through the attic, which would be the better way. 420 is going for that. That's good to see.
I don't think he changed disguise, did he? I think he did just stay in the suit.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to tell because it's like a bit monochrome, and everybody up here is an enforcer anyway.
Ooh.
Oh, and he got spotted! Oh my god!
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I actually missed how because I was looking at IlikeHitman screen for a second. I thought it was just going to be safe travel through the attic for 420.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not trespassing, but again, that one guard that ripped 420 then, not enforcing. I thought everybody up here was an enforcer, pretty much.
Solid lead now for IlikeHitman here, though.
Yeah, with that first kill down as well. As you say, he's got a seeker. It's a long-range shot, so he does.
Yeah. And you got,
have to be careful.
You got 2 free security guards here. One at the balcony, one here at the vase.
Well, wouldn't the one at the vase get found if enough time goes past?
No one goes there.
Okay, can he get the secret shot off in time? Gets it, and it looks like he's got him.
Yeah. Good thing he did though, because he already used his other shot on Dahlia.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was risky, and 420 rips again there.
Yeah, it's not going his way
really
so
isn't.
far. And I hate to say it, but this match might be over within the next minute or so.
He's just got to take care of Kurt, so he not get caught by the Sheik or Sheik's guard in there.
Can still be risky.
Should be okay. Kurt can be a bit dodgy here, but he should be able to get behind him, and he does.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt is super focused on Victor there. Like, there's not even like a thing as head turning going on at that moment. Ooh!
What he found?
Yeah, no, from Victor. That's from Victor. Like, in his weird view cones. He's back to green.
Targets are down. Great work.
Right, well, I did wonder what there was a load of people running over the body. Of course, yes. Wow. Thank you, Io. Thanks for that heart attack.
This should be it.
Yeah, there's a couple of enforcers out the front though in that disguise.
Yeah, but they're easy to dodge,
Should be
right?
able to get
I don't see it go wrong here.
Shouldn't. Whoosh, but he's fine. Yeah, he passed.
So yeah, that's a big GG. Both players had the exact same strat in mind, but 420 just couldn't get out of the starting blocks here.
Yeah.
He's struggling with the attic part.
Yeah, he was trying to hurry it up, I think, wasn't he? And didn't turn around both the guards as he's done now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
because else, like 420 going for the medic for Dahlia could have like been the deciding difference between these two in his favor.
It would have been had he got through the attic. That little bit of extra creep going through the attic would have served him. Well, would have taken it to a decider, I believe. But no, I like Hitman. Once he got going, once he got out of the attic, good long range shot on Victor as well.
Yeah, that was crucial.
Yeah, like you say, he only had the one dart. Yes, there are other ways to make Victor sick, but you probably would have thought he would have started again had that Seeker dart not gone in. I mean, there's plenty of rat poison.
Yeah, and did still see an emetic mine on him as well.
Of course, which you can place. Well, I mean, you can even grab a briefcase to put it in if you want to be ultra careful.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, so that's GG's to I Like Hitman, and that is the end of Roulette Rival 7 for Agent 420.
It is. And Challenge was fighting me for a second, but I got the brackets up. So yeah, that means I Like Hitman, as you can see, will move on to the loser bracket final against Docker. That match will be played today, and that will be the last match of the tournament, really, excluding the grand finals on Sunday. So we got the LB final left, and then the 2 grand finals on Sunday, guys. We're at the end.
The sharp end. We are at the sharp end of the tournament, and no doubt about it.
Yeah, and what a tournament it has been so far. A lot of upsets, a lot of great performances from a lot of players, a lot of great rookies again this time around.
The rookies this time, I feel it does need saying, the rookies this time have come prepared. They have come equipped.
Yeah.
It's always a bit worrying. You think, well, is the competition off-putting for newcomers and that sort of thing? But the newcomers we've had this time around, they've.
I mean,
rookie doesn't do them justice as a term. I don't think. Just means it's their first tournament, their maiden tournament. They've been absolutely on point. They've been very, very good.
I mean, it's up to the rookies, right? Like, if they're willing to put in the time to learn, they can do great things. And like, especially with all the tools available now for new players, like the written guides from InfoFun and Yanini, the series from Buff Guy. Those are tools that we didn't have at the start. Like, we had to learn everything ourselves. And like now, like if someone decides to, hey, roulette is awesome, and I want to give it a go. They just have a lot of tools and materials to help them learn quicker, right? Much quicker than us.
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. And also, let's not forget, I mean, Mr. Mike's roulette.hitmaps.com site, which, you know, you can generate stream-friendly overlays to put on your stream to practice play, you know, and create content, if you will. And yeah, so there's all of that sort of stuff. And of course, Hitmaps as well, showing you where various things are. It's and even in Hitmaps as well, when you click on something, it will tell you what the opportunity is to poison something, for example. It will say XYZ will drink out of this bottle, this glass, at this time or second cycle. So yeah, there's a wealth of resources. And
yeah, Mikey definitely the MVP. But yeah, if we take a look at this, Gordy and Chet, so we have Buff Guy already waiting in the grand finals. As mentioned today, we will have the LB final between Docker and I Like Hitman. So the winner of that will play Buff Guy on Sunday.